Live. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. We're live on the radio. And we're just going to go ahead and take some time today and let the stream breathe. Like I said, one of the new things I'm going to try doing with opening up these streams is kind of just giving the beginning some time to breathe, giving the stream time to hit the Internet of Things. So if you watch this later on, skip ahead a couple minutes, jump into where we start this up, and let's just take some time and relax. Let's ground and center and go ahead and get ready to take a deep dive. I'm going to go ahead and jump over here real quick to Facebook. Go ahead and check our sound source, see what we're looking like, see what sound is looking like. Oh, sound is great. Sound is coming across great. We're streaming loud and clear. Loud and clear. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get to it. Remember, when you see this, sharing is caring. So please smack that share button. Not just on Unholy Tea episodes, but Herbalations, random happenings, all across the board. Go ahead and smack that share button for us. Sharing is caring. That's right. Sharing is caring. How y'all doing on this Monday? How we doing? Stream up a little bit more? We got you. We can throw some volume on that. Thank you, Miss Jacqueline. What's up, high end? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So, we kind of started hitting a little bit of where we going tonight last night on Herbalations. Yes, it is Monday. Max is on the big screen. No, this is actually not a test. If you have to ask if it's a test. If you're asking, is this going to be the test? Then it's not the test. You'll know if it's the test. So, it's actually wild because last night we started kind of hinting into where I want to go with tonight. And then as I've been sitting around today and just kind of asking myself, like, all right, what was we talking about tonight? Where we going with this? It was just amazing as I kind of stepped back and kind of really just paid attention to how things were going. So, let's go ahead and start and throw out the first subject. The first subject that we're going to dive into is faith. Now, we're going to expand on the word faith, but first, we got to get a parallel definition of the term faith. And we have to have that parallel definition so that where I'm about to go with talking about the word faith, we on the same wavelength. So if we look, and if I give you the Wikipedia definition of faith, the Wikipedia definition of faith is a confidence or trust in a person, thing, or concept. So it's a confidence or a trust in a person, thing, or a concept. So let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper into that. Because if you ask me, the straight up Wikipedia definition is really lacking in context. So I'm not a Bible thumper. I'm not a Bible thumper at all. Good to see you in the comments, Tyler. What's up, Hoey? But as somebody that has a minister as a father and who's a minister myself, when I find myself talking about the word faith, I have to pull out that Helios Biblios because that has been the best wording I have found to describe and define faith. So in the Helios Biblios, Holy Bible, Book of the Sun, we know all this. We're not going to dispute all that other stuff. It is the words I want to focus on right here from Hebrews 11:1. Now, faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the convictions of things not yet seen. Hands down, comparing that to Wikipedia, that is a very accurate description of the word faith. The assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. So now that we've got that definition of faith, let's talk about walking by faith. It's something that a lot of people that put any information out about it, they really do what I have come to know of as light washing. You know them type of people. Them type of people that's going to tell you, oh, just think positive and everything will be all right. Be love and light. I'm going to be honest with you. Walking by faith is not something you can light wash your way through. Because in order to walk by faith, you're going to have to walk down some of them dark alleyways. You're going to have to go into some dark places when you walk in by faith. So that be love and light spiel that some of these self-proclaimed gurus and metaphysicians and whatever they want to call themselves is total hogwash. I'm going to give this to you. Free 99 today. You can tell them Maxx gave it to you for the low. Walking by faith means that you're going to go ahead and take a plunge into the darkness. To walk by faith, that means you got to know the terrain. Walking by faith entails you taking a journey to wholeness. Now, when I say wholeness, let me give you a better verbal definition, a better verbiage for what I'm saying with wholeness. You're going to be taking a journey into using the desirable and undesirable in your experiences to create the optimal, ideal experience that you see fit to be what you see as the best version of yourself. So, I see I got a comment from High in the comments. Let's go ahead, throw them up and get to it. Walking by faith initially is differentiating between feeling, which he describes as awareness, as existence, versus emoting, one's reaction to reality as it is versus how we want it to be. That is a very, very, very great way to put it. And his comment is spot on. See, watch this. I'm going to give y'all some of the personal experiences I've had in learning how to walk by faith. Now, for me, learning to walk by faith was realizing and coming to enter and understand that I had my views of friendships and associations warped. I really kept trying to align myself and be around the wrong type of people, fitting in with the wrong type of people The type of people that really were not pushing me to be that optimal version of myself. So for me, walking by faith was having my reality start to crumble, come apart. Friends turn, their so-called friends and associates turning against me, people throwing my name under the bus. And for a while, it really felt really dark. And then just one day, it was just kind of this aha moment. I'm really sitting there and I'm asking myself, like, why am I worried about this? Why does it bother me that these people did this? Because I know these are the type of people they are. I knew what type of people I was around. I knew I was around, for lack of better terms, ain't shit ass people. Now I'm upset because these people did some ain't shit ass shit my way because for whatever reason. Regardless of the reason, I really had to kind of take a step back. That was a time where a thinking check in kicked in for me. And I'm like, hold on. Situation, thoughts, feelings, attitudes, new beliefs, new decisions. If I don't want to keep finding myself in jacked up situations, quit going around jacked up ass people. It's kind of just a whoosh moment for me. And from that moment, it's been a steadily progression. Now, walking by faith, it's not a one time thing. You don't just do one action and snap the wine and waved it. Matter of fact, the better you get at walking by faith, the more creation is going to test your faith. Ooh, I know. Some of y'all thought this was going to be like easy ascension. Y'all thought y'all was going to get some knowledge from somewhere. You was going to get some wise words. You might burn some incense, say a mantra or something, and you was just going to blast off. Maybe you thought you was going to do some psychedelics, reach a state of nirvana. Now you're just sitting here looking like, what the crap? That might have been a little bit of a spiel for you, so let me reverse the train real quick. And it's crazy because this actually kind of doubles back into a conversation that me and Harsh have been having behind the scenes at times, and a point he keeps making. People talk about enlightenment and all of this, but a majority of the same people that are talking about enlightenment spend their time pushing, for lack of better terms, the matrix. Walking by faith is where you can tune the external world out and you know that you have a purpose. You are stepping into that purpose. You're focused, you're motivated, and you're dedicated to that purpose. So, despite what's happening in the external world, it ain't swaying or influencing how you're moving in that purpose. I know that might be a little bit over some of y'all head. Don't worry, we'll bring it back sometime. Not right now, but sometime we're going to come back and re-hit that point. So let's get to talking about walking by faith. Walking by faith, it takes on many forms. You might have some dreams and aspirations. You've got something that you aspire to be. You got somewhere that you aspire to see. You got something that you aspire to experience. How do you get there? How is it that you move from where you're at to being where there? It's moving by faith. It's walking in the faith. Let me give this to you. Watch this. You're a regular Joe Schmo. Hold on, before I give this to you, I see two comments. High End says you can't feel the unreal, but you can emote the unreal. I can agree with that comment, but I can also disagree. Because when we say feel, where are we defining, what are we defining as the word feel? If you're speaking of feel as just your five physical senses, okay. Now, what if you're a person who has the ability to open up senses or has senses open beyond your five physical senses? Whether you have full control of that ability or not is not the point. If you're tapped in on that level, yeah, now we in a different slope because you might be a type of person that can perceive other people's emotional states. You can feel that energy rolling off of them. Some people say that's unreal. Second comment. Ken Silver talks about that in transpersonal meditation. The closer one gets to the Godhead, the more desperate the ego tries to grab you back or distraction, usually by the way of paranormal exceptionalism. So I'm actually going to have to take a moment to look up that word because I have no clue what that word actually means. And of course, Facebook is being childish. So no, I've never seen that term before. Paranormal. Oh, definition. Condition of being different from the norm. Okay. Oh, what in the crap? There we go. See, tech glitches happening. I got the help screen popping up trying to get me to talk to chat bots while I'm doing this. No, no, no. All right. So, not exact. Hold on. For me, I really kind of, I guess that term is a term I really wouldn't apply. And I wouldn't apply it because, in my comprehension, the whole subject of paranormal is a misdefinition. We ain't got that far yet, but let's get there. Let's scrap everything we was going to talk about now. Throw all of that in the trash can. Here we go. Anyway, it's a great time to do it because, boy, oh boy, the powers that be got y'all really looking up in the sky. The powers that be got y'all looking up in the sky thinking that aliens or whatever you want to think of is going to come from the sky, right? So I want you to imagine something real quick. I want you to imagine that all these various dimensions and realms and all of that, they're not places far away. They are not places far away. I'm going to give you some free keys of knowledge here today. Take them if you want. You might just say I'm crazy. Imagine that all of these different realms, planes of existence, all reside in the place and the space that we're currently in. They're superimposed over us. Ooh, holographic universe might make a little bit more sense, or at least the concept, right? The only reason we don't experience them dimensions, the only reason we don't experience them dimensions is because we do not have the energetic connection. We do not have the energetic connection. And excuse the knocking, I gotta feel. I really yes, yes. I will take you to the store in approximately 40 minutes. I am so putting the red light outside the door. When the red light is on, I'm recording. When the, uh-huh. I am putting a red light outside my door. When the red light is rolling, we are recording. But so back to where was I at? Talking about aliens, planes of existence. Let's go. So imagine that you have this awareness that these planes of existence reside around you. Imagine that you got all of this knowledge, that you've got this awareness in today's society. You think that you're not going to have to learn how to walk by faith? Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead and give you the spoiler alert. Walking by faith is going to be one of your life lessons. Because if you have that awareness, then you were never meant to conform to this box of society we live in. You were not meant to be a run of the mill person in this malfunctioning virtual reality. I mean, think about this. It's election year. I talk crap about the elections. I really don't care either way, but these people they get offended about somebody's opinion about their political candidate. Well, excuse me, you disempowered people. I didn't realize that you were that pathetic that you needed some guy in a suit or some people in a suit to tell you how to live life that can't never relate to your problems. God dang. God dang. God dang. Seems bleak and hopeless. But when you're walking by faith, you learn how to use every aspect as an ingredient in your creation pot. So I see we got another comment from High End. Let me jump to him. Feel based on my somatics, as in losing one individual separate paradigm as an invisible cell in the body of existence, i.e., we might not possess a consciousness, but perhaps are merely a part of it as an expression of existence itself. Oh, high end. I love this. I love this because you're coming right down the path I'm laying down. You're a bit ahead of where I'm gonna be laying the bricks at, but I love it because it's like you're blazing the trail ahead of me. So when we talk about possessing a consciousness, that is a interesting topic because think about it. Where does a thought come from? Where does a thought come from? I.e., it isn't your ego. Oh no. I.e., let me make this big. It isn't your ego constructs that is doing the feeling. Very true. Very true. Now, something I think we should throw out there real quick. It's not about destroying your ego. Truth is without your ego, it would not be possible for the you that's sitting here aware to exist. Existence is based on ego. It's learning to tame the ego. It's learning to pair the ego with the awareness that it exists within it. It's not separate, it's an individual pocket of existence, if that makes sense. But unfortunately, this is a short one. As y'all hear from the knock on the door, I guess I got to make a grocery store trip. And the grocery store closes in approximately 34 minutes. So let me leave us with this one. I just gave y'all some things to think about. If y'all like the shirt, that your casket is wearing, feel free to jump online, follow my links, go visit the merch store, go grab something. Now, let me make this clear so nobody gets this construed. Yes, CSHR Radio has merch. Yes, CSHR Radio has its own merch store. Max came along, jumped into the fray with his own merch line going as well. So we cross promoting both of them on my shows. Right here's a webwear merch shirt. Give me some time to get some paychecks together. He gonna wear webwear merch. I'll rock a CSHR one. High end, I see your comment. I'm gonna grab that and we gonna get up out of here. You're right. It is the addiction to the ego that can be problematic, not the construct of the ego itself. Boom! Boom! And that is going to be an interesting place to pick up in a future conversation right there with that comment. That comment right there gets the comment of the stream. Thank you, High End, for that comment. Sorry to hit and run with y'all today, but responsibilities call. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know where we at. Y'all know who we are. Make sure once you see this, you smack the share button because sharing is caring. And I do believe Harsh has got the link set up for tomorrow night's random happenings. I'm going to rush my route so we're back here in time to jump in the stew and produce for him. We'll catch y'all tomorrow night. Stay sleazy, stay slimy, stay unholy.